The Greenland elections are focusing on independence and Trump's interest in the island. The recent parliamentary elections have been profoundly influenced by discussions of independence and external geopolitical interest, notably from the United States and President Donald Trump. The elections were held yesterday, March 11th, and it was a big deal for the center-right Demokraatit Party, led by Jens-Frederik Nielsen, emerging victorious with 30% of the votes. The party advocates the gradual approach to independence from Denmark, emphasizing the need for well-founded and economical viable transition. This pro-independence Nigeria party, the pro-independence Nigeria party, secured 24% of the vote, while traditional dominant parties, the Inuit Ataqatigiit and the Siumut, received 22 and 15 respectively. Now, one of the things that is not known about Greenland, I'm riffing for a second here. Greenland is home to not many people, but the majority of the population there is of a native type of folks, and that's just kind of being there. They're essentially the Native Americans of Greenland, Native Greenlanders, if you will, people of yeah, you get what I'm saying. So it's not so much, a bunch of, typical Europeans. They're actually a colonized place taken over by typical Europeans that was basically held by natives from before. And those people had there. Now, with 71% of the turnout of the island, which is a great turnout, engagement was high on this one as people went for what they're going for. Now, the push for the pro-independence coming from the party that has the most votes, this is parliament, so it's actually, you get the most votes, that means you have the bigger chance of being in charge, and then you have to get a government to sort of coalesce with you guys, get enough so you can actually get things voted on, because otherwise the votes will always be split, but 30% will basically go to the victorious party going forward. Now, the U.S. says they need Greenland for security. Greenland is good. They have the rare earth. They have all that stuff going forward. But it's a big thing that President Trump sort of came into, because no other president beforehand was really looking to annex Greenland, and no nation in the last 50 years is looking to take anybody over in any annexation. And other than Russia rolling in to try to take over Ukraine, no one's really just sort of taking land as it goes. The big thing is Greenland, which is not so much green, really covered with ice, is a territory of Denmark, and Denmark essentially runs the show and has the economy going. Greenland would like to have its own officially independent nation, which means pulling away from Denmark in a way and not being bought out by the United States. Why we need a 52nd state, if Canada's going to be 51st, way, way, way out there, is, well, it's dumbfounding, to be honest. But the Greenland election is a big deal for around the world, as Greenlanders want to keep their own identity. And we in the States apparently are looking for some rare earth from Greenland, as the ice in Greenland is melting pretty quickly because of global warming. But because of that, you're finding more deposits of minerals and rare earth minerals that can be mined and used for stuff. Trump would like that stuff because it's making a deal and making stuff. And of course, it's good for security being up in the green ice-linked land. So for folks for having bases and having ways to attack if we need to attack, or to be more peaceful, to defend when we need to defend. That's what Greenland's all about.